When Xaz stepped onto the Voice Australia stage with a Megan Thee Stallion banger, no one was quite sure what to expect. But the moment he opened his mouth and started spitting bars, the energy in the room completely shifted. People weren't just listening. They were reacting. Some were shocked, some were hyped, and others were left wondering how this style was going to play out in the competition. And honestly, that's exactly what makes this audition so fascinating. Xaz didn't play it safe. He went bold, aggressive, and unapologetically different. And the public noticed. Before we dive into all the reactions, let me just ask you this. Do you think rap has finally carved out a permanent place on the Voice stage? Or do you believe it's still a tough fit? Drop your thoughts down below, because this debate is just getting started. Now, let's talk about what people had to say. Some couldn't get enough of Xaz's delivery. One person said he ate and left no crumbs, capturing that feeling that he owned every beat of that performance. Others compared his vibe to a mashup of Sean Paul and Dixon Dallas. Wild, unexpected, but somehow it just worked. A few even went as far as calling him the Australian Adam Lambert of rap, highlighting how unique and theatrical his stage presence was. Many felt his energy was exactly what the Voice needed. Someone mentioned that the only 3 people on Mel's team right now could all potentially win, and Xaz is a big part of why. Another person praised the rasp and rawness in his tone, calling it a blow-away performance that stood out from the crowd. For fans of aggressive rap styles, this audition was refreshing. Even an older viewer admitted they don't usually connect with modern rap, but Xaz's performance kept them engaged and clapping along. Of course, not everyone was sold. Some questioned whether rap alone can carry someone far in this competition. One reaction pointed out that unless Xaz shows a strong singing voice, he might not make it past the next round. Another viewer bluntly said this is the voice, not the speaker, suggesting that rapping without vocals might not be enough in a show that traditionally celebrates singing. Others compared him to local rappers from Sydney schools, saying the level of talent out there makes them wonder if this was truly standout. Still, even among the critics, there was curiosity. People wanted to know, does Xaz also have a singing voice, or is he going to stick strictly to rap? Someone pointed out how interesting it would be to hear him sing, while others were eager to see how he would handle a battle round. After all, how do you pair a rapper in a duet unless another rapper shows up? That's a question fans are already debating. At the same time, there were plenty of lighthearted reactions. One viewer said they hadn't laughed so hard in their life watching him on TV. Not because it was bad, but because his stage presence and swagger were so entertaining. Another jokingly pointed out his sagging pants, laughing at the visual while still acknowledging the confidence he brought. And while a few doubted his chances, others were already rallying behind him, cheering him on with messages like, "Go Xaz!" For those fans, this performance wasn't just about a song. It was about seeing something new and daring on a stage that usually plays it safe. So what does all of this mean? Well, love him or not, Xaz left people talking. He brought energy, swagger, and an unapologetic style that you don't see every day on The Voice. Some believe he's got what it takes to win. Others think his journey might be short-lived without versatility. But one thing's for sure, his audition sparked a real conversation about what counts as The Voice. And maybe that's the whole point. Sometimes an audition doesn't just showcase talent, it challenges the audience. It shakes up expectations, and it leaves everyone curious about what's next. So now I'll leave it to you. Do you think Xaz has the potential to go all the way, or will rap struggle to survive in a competition built around vocal power? Share your thoughts below, because I know this is one performance people won't stop debating anytime soon.